very fine morning it is. Today is Monday, the 20th day of October 2025. Welcome to a brand new week. Lillian, good morning.
Good morning, Uche.
Well, we're starting the week in, should I say, a tense mood because of the hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu protest happening today in Abuja.
Yeah, it is everywhere. Almost all the states, everybody is queuing in into the protest, and we're hoping that we'll get a good outcome from
and
that.
And there's this sit at home. Everybody is still inside.
Yeah.
The southeast is a bit dry this morning, and but we'll keep in touch with our correspondents from all the states for more updates on what is going on. And on another note, Chisom Maduagu.
Right, very sad one. Well, she has been laid to rest over the weekend, and the police, the federal government, they are promising that they will do everything in their power to get justice for her, not just for her, for every other young lady out there, even her family.
Yes, well, may her soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Thank you so much for joining us. You're watching Signature Morning on Signature TV. And I am Uchenna Chimdi Oluoha.
And I am Lillian Wale. We will go on a short break. Welcome back. You are still watching Signature Morning on Signature TV. Now it's time for a newspaper headline and review. On the Punch newspaper, hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu. Protesters defy security warning, vow Villa match. Opposition parties back protest. 115 lawyers, medics to join rally today. Kanu's legal team fractured.
Osibanjo leads ECOWAS team to monitor Cote d'Ivoire poll, and Senate to grill NCAA local airlines on safety breaches.
PDP convention faces fresh setback over alleged signature forgery, and gunmen shoot butcher dead in Lagos barracks market.
And we have Tinubu halts ex-Punch MD Osinubi at 70.
And FG backs DHQ as coup rumor sparks political firestorm.
Over to the Vanguard newspaper, we have on page 5, hashtag EndSARS at 5, memories, martyrs, unfinished struggle for justice. Why accountability remains elusive, says lawyers. Politics of forgetting by Nanre Nafsiga member, hashtag EndSARS United.
Hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Protest. Sowore urges police to protect protesters. Stay off Asorok. NAS. Police warn. FG declares prisons red zones.
On page 12, we have Regina battling drug, alcohol addiction, needs rehabilitation, Ned Nwoko. I can't stand the domestic violence, says Regina.
And Vanguard Mental Health Summit 3.0, Nigeria losing young people to suicide, advocates warn.
Nigeria spends 3.53 trillion naira on raw materials imports in H125. And Serap to NAS accounts for missing 18.6 billion naira commission office complex, named contractors.
And on the Guardian newspaper, farmers in limbo as bureaucracy stalls 50 billion naira tractor rollout. That's on page 6. And on page 6, coup denier not enough, stem rising anxiety, discontent, stakeholders tell FG.
FG reverses policy on math as parents, teachers protest. ASU confirms talks with FG team as strike enters 7th day.
And Middle Belt Forum raises alarm over renewed killings in Plateau, alleges genocide.
ADC says defections can't save APC in 2027.
NAFDAC rallies manufacturers to homegrown vaccine production. And Kanu, victims of separatist violence, others oppose planned protest.
On the Nation newspaper, we have PDP convention, Anyan will protest forgery in letter to INEC. National Secretary seeks probe of suspected cloning. Battle rages in NWC over legal advisor.
Senator, actress, wife accuse each other of drug abuse and violence. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Protesters adamant despite police red alert.
Now on page 5, English, maths compulsory for O levels, says federal government. And on page 6, Ondo youths seek sack of NDDC board member.
And lastly, government targets $75 million in Flutterwave's $250 million listing. Well, that is the much we can take on that newspaper headline this morning. And with us in the studio on this beautiful Monday morning is Chris Maduka. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. Good morning, Lillian. Good morning, Che. Good morning, the world. From wherever you are watching us this morning. I'm sure some Nigerians are on edge over Free Nnamdi Kanu's march to Aso Rock. People are warning. The march to Aso Rock has been given for quite a long time. They didn't do anything just this morning, only warnings. Don't near Aso Rock. And that shows how insecure some of these policymakers can be, because what they would have done is to, if they think we are running a democracy, you don't use warnings and all this, you use negotiation and dialogue. Probably they will feel that from that top where they are to come down to negotiate is, but then this is what we'll be doing, handling sensitive issues with ego and government, what they call it, in position. And one day, the thing will blow out of proportion, and like my mother used to say, at that point, the he-goat will not know who is leading the mother of the he-goat. He will just start climbing all the one's goats. That's the proverb of bone and silence. On that note, I welcome you again. I say, welcome to today's edition of newspaper headline review on Signature TV. You have been told my name and I have not changed. So let's go. And the punchy punch. Protesters defy security warning and vows to get to Villa on legs. They have to, there's a vow Villa march. That is a legendary. I know that in the past, everybody is targeting the Villa, because in Villa, that's where everything takes place. If you get the Villa, you've got it in Nigeria. So everybody who is taking protest to Villa is with the hope that when you get there and the Villa is rattled, they might listen to you. But I ask, why do we want issues in Nigeria to protest to get to Villa before we tackle it? Does it mean Nigeria do not know what to do with Free Nnamdi Kanu that the whole world has talked about? If they deny, they do not know until Sowore raises it up again and mobilizes people. And from all indication, the report getting to us this morning, even from Signature Global News this morning, report from Abuja shows there's so much, so much police and army presence, security. That shows Nigerians are insecure. I mean, the people in authority are so much insecure. This issue should have been handled long time. We don't need to get to this level. But if you say it is like, but these same people have negotiated with bandits and terrorists. It's on record. But when Nigerians who are protesting, doing what they call legal march, it's in Nigerian constitution that people are free to march the street to drive home point. But they don't think that once you use police and army to harass protesters in Nigeria, you will die down. The same way in Vanguard newspaper today is marking how many years of NSAS. You see how copies are knocking heads together. Why is it today that NSAS is anniversary has to crop up in Vanguard? Why people are marching to Aso Rock? There are certain things, if I am in government, incidentally I'm not, they will say, of course, they will make sure I can't be there. But if I am there, I'm reviewing newspaper this morning, and I say, if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't allow all these issues to crop up in one small Nigeria in one day. If they look back at what EndSARS did to Nigeria, it's opened Nigeria's eyes and the people of Nigeria to the fact that when people are aggrieved and they come up in unity for something, that whoever is in government will run through the window. There's nothing you can do to suppress such movement. But this one, the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria has advisors, security advisors, human relation advisors, economic advisors, religious dialogue advisors, and all. I hope they are advising him well, and I also hope that the President is listening to the advisors and reflecting on the words and taking the right decision. Because the action or inaction of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will avail much to what happens to this country. That's why everybody, people working for our dear President, we commit offense and get away. Everybody will call him President, President, President. So people in presidency, we have to defend what people in Ministry of Education, the nonsense they will commit. They will defend Ministry of Finance, Budget, External Relation. That's what is that what they are paid to do? It shows that some people who have been manning these positions are not capable. And they are looking for who will tell them. And they will say, if they give you a job, you can't do it. It's honorable for you to say, sorry sir, give me another one, I can't do it. But because to sound bread and butter, stomach infrastructure thing of Nigeria, people will kill to get to positions they cannot handle.
All right. Now, moving forward, we're seeing FG backs defense headquarters as coup rumor sparks political firestorm. I'm sure you must have heard of
that rumor. Was the last 4 days everywhere you go, people say, you work in the media, have you heard about coup? I say, I know I know. If you heard about coup, you heard about it. There are people who hear about coup. After all, the chief of defense staff, the army, or the chief security people in Nigeria, if they didn't hear it, is it me that will hear? Now that it appears in newspaper that are revealing that the government is reacting to it, I can now talk about it. Otherwise, who want me to talk about coup in Nigeria at this time? But there's something that's related to what I've said before. Why is rumor of coup coming up at this time also? That tells the federal government to be very, very careful about issues in Nigeria. Because when this greeting passes the ankle level, it will turn to fight. Let them think about these things we are hearing. The EndSARS anniversary is coming. Free Nnamdi Kanu hashtag match is on. Then there's the rumor of coup a few days back. Only one small Nigeria with bandits and terrorists occupying half of Nigeria somewhere, hunger and hardship occupying some portion, fuel increase hike in cost of essential commodities like fuel somewhere, and then you think we are at home. It comes back to what I'm saying. Without this whole trouble, Nigeria is not at home, and people do not understand what I'm saying. When a child goes to visit a fellow in a peer group, he goes there, he didn't see the peer, he will come back and say there's nobody at home. He said, but the mother is there. So what am I about no. I have looked at Nigeria, all the things I'm looking for in Nigeria are not there. So if you ask me like a kid, I will say there's nobody at home in Nigeria. That's my portion. For the people in that National Assembly, there might be people at home. If somebody is sure of a lot of billions of naira in his account, the single Nigeria, a lot of us go to the same market to buy Ewa and Badu. For him, there's somebody at home. For me, there is nothing at home. Nobody. I can't pay children's school fees. You can't buy fuel to run your car. You can't get medical attention in the hospitals. You don't have a house. You are taxed from local government to state government level. The federal government is waiting for their own for January 1 to roll out new tax reform. Only one small Nigeria, the same people that are shouting, nobody is listening to them. They cocoon themselves in Abuja. I'm talking about defection, political alliance, horse trading.
Speaking of political alliance, Chris,
yes,
we're seeing on the Nation PDP convention, Anyanwu protest forgery in letter to INEC. We're seeing that the National Secretary is seeking probe of suspected cloning and battle rages in NWC over legal advisor.
We don't even know who they are working for, because if you hear Anyanwu, you would think he is a member of PDP. You hear other names you hear there, but they will, some small time they will say because they do not know that whatever is happening to them was well planned. So if the INEC has planned it that one particular person must sign a letter they will acknowledge, and that person is using it to pull PDP when his signature gets there, and that when he looks back, some people are defective. He says, whatever letter has gone to the INEC, it's not me that signed it. They will take it to Dubai to do forensic. These are buying time. You remember how long I told you about PDP and what I've written their epitaph, what is written on their tombstone. And even at that, they did not want to take care of themselves. Here lies the carcass of a party that used to be the biggest party in Africa. That's what they should be talking about. They are not ready to solve their problem. So let them pull, whether the signature is Anyanwu or Anyoku, whether the signature is for Anyemu or Anyana. The goat that is lying on the ground is lying on the skin. PDP, you are lying on your skin. Whether the signature is Anyanwu, Anyoku, Anyemu, Anyana, by the time you settle it, you will come back to the pool to contest with the APC, and no wonder. The thing that is happening to PDP will not stop. There are still the people holding the children that will come up in the morning and find them holding a mushroom. Meanwhile, there was in the history of that family that mushroom killed their grandpapa, killed their grandmama, killed their mama, killed their papa, and the village has banned that family from eating mushroom. He woke up in the morning, he went to the family to see the children left because all their generation have been killed by mushroom. You come up in the morning and find the children holding mushroom in their hand. You ask them, what killed your papa? He said, mushroom. What killed your mama? Mushroom. What killed your great-grandpapa? Mushroom. What killed your grandma? Mushroom. What are you holding in your hand? Mushroom. You don't say, mushroom will finish you. That is allusion to use for PDP. What killed PDP to the extent that PDP is still in a coma is the push and pull. And then you wake up this morning and say, what is it killing you again? It's push and pull. Only PDP, but it might be, I don't know, some people say it's what they cause for themselves, because once you keep offending people, when you offend the authority police, the person who can never give in, then you pay for it. PDP, you need to go and sort out yourself. I'm not a member of PDP or any political party in Nigeria.
All right.
But their case, I'm tired of talking about it because I predicted this 9 months ago and it's fulfilling. Honestly, you are hearing, you only hearing PDP, the other P has gone. Very soon D will go. You remain only P. And that one, even when you pronounce it, it will be P, not ever P again.
That is not fair, but let's move forward. Now, on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper, we're saying FG reverses policy on math as parents, teachers protest.
This is another reversal of FG reversing itself in 6 months. This is about the 10th time. So you ask me, a government that reverses its policy of itself, almost the 10th time in 10 months. What does that tell you? I sat here and I shouted and cried as usual. What did the mathematics do to federal government at this time? Within 24 hours, they reverse itself. It's not what I said that made them, but I'm sure a lot of parents, they say parents cry, because I cry like a parent too. You mean you want a situation where if you have destroyed education in Nigeria, you are owing ASU. It's not enough. You cannot have an agreement with ASU. You are not enough. SANU is threatening strike. NASU is threatening strike. Polytechnic lecturers are threatening strike. The one ASU that is on strike, you have not settled with them. You jump that, left those ones, and went to go and to bring morons into universities because you want to remove mass for them so that it will be easier for them. But I said some of them by Ministry of Education that have allowed that to go to the federal government have morons that cannot pass elementary mathematics. So they want to make it easy for their children to do. See, that's Nigeria. You woke up under bouts of alcohol and then you just take one policy. So that before they say, hey, you say, no, we reverse. That's Nigerian people in authority for you. People reversing it themselves. Serious policy that draw attention. Then they have people. There are certain policies you drop up for the stakeholders to analyze and give you their feedback. But this is a country. It can never happen for them. We, Minister of Education, to ask you. But look at them. Reversing. Are they not ashamed? That's why the Igbo describe it. After you spoke, you can take back what you did. Only dogs.
And still
take back
on
their
the education issue, we are seeing that ASU confirms talk with FG team as strike enters the 7th day.
That is it.
Yeah.
That instead of looking at pursuing the substance, they go back there and pursue shadow. What did the mathematics do with education in Nigeria? When they have concluded arrangement to destroy education, some of them have been fake certificates in the high level of positions of authority. So the young ones who are struggling to at least host something, if not for Nigeria, so that outside, they want to also bring what they call total. Tell me anywhere in the world that you don't need some element of mathematics to study anything, even if it's archaeology and classics. It's only in Nigeria. Somebody dreamt it and talked about it and came up with it. Minister of Education, who also did English and Maths to pass and got to the level, thinks at this 2025, when we're talking about AI, when we're talking about digital technology, taking over the world, you will remove mathematics from the primary curriculum for some people to go to university. I say shame on them. They have overrated themselves again. You remember people have been calling them overrating themselves, but it was conscious effort to destroy education. All the institutions that are aligned with education in Nigeria have overrated themselves and are now fading off. Of course, very soon. Let me predict again. In the next 5 years, university education will be a joke in Nigeria.
Let's hope it doesn't get to that.
Right.
That time is
are you countering my hypothesis? Anyway,
right.
That's okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Oh, the time is up?
Yes, our time is up.
Okay. All right. Let me take a breather. God bless all of you that have joined us this morning from every part of the world. You watch out, like my father will always advise. If the snake is walking, maybe also watch out for the bamboo, because they use bamboo to kill snake. In this time of insecurity, in this time where there are protests and there are a lot of hostility in the streets, I heard some people said we sit at home, we won't go anywhere. Free mass in Nandukalo. Let us be watchful. God bless all of us as we pursue righteous causes. God bless my grown-up angels. God bless everybody here. And God bless me. But we should all note that God blesses those who deserve to be blessed.
Of course.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And we'll wrap it up here on that newspaper headline and review. And we will take a quick moment. When we return, Signature Morning continues.